shit. Word. I'm on my grind like Ajax, stacking and don't pay tax, taking shots like a sniper, army fatigue and black hood, clear to see I'm from Brooklyn, roll my tree in the backwood, frontal and white paper, joint with a nice flavor, stay on my tippy toes with the flow like an ice skater, in the trap shooting dice, about to buy me a nice shaper, toss him like it's casino, bring him back like I need him, I'm a savage, a heathen, yeah I'm a shark with the heater, but my bars are so cold, make you feel like you had anemia, I'm the man in my show, you should pull up and come see me. In the field really beaming, in the wild like Jumanji. I'm a survivor, I'm hungry, come out with a mink, a leopard, and tooth of a Bengal tiger.
Yo, you,
just
some
life, feel me?
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? People jack bars, just so you know. And all you people out there jacking bars, we coming for you, because you ain't got no real style.
You killed that shit.
Got to.
Life is about taking a wise risk. In order to see results, I have to try 1,000,000 times. Oftentimes the call will come through, but as often as that is, I'm constantly changing. It was like the more effort I put in, the less results I saw. Until I stopped searching for perfection and became grateful of the journey.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Mars Mercury here with Raw Art TV. I got a dope creative sitting next to me. He gonna introduce himself. We gonna get to know him and see what he's about.
What up, world? This RATH, R-A-T-H, man. I'm a Brooklyn spitter, high class things I get into. So I'm gonna tell y'all my story through every lyric. It's just how it is.
Yes, that's a fact. So how did you get the name RATH?
You know, it's a persona I created when I went to Tuskegee University in 2008 to 2010. In 2009, I came back to Brooklyn one summer, and then that was the name I told people call me. So people in Brooklyn started calling me RATH. Then I went back to Alabama. I flipped the script on them. It was like, yo, your name is such and such, but now you go as RATH. Like, I don't know if we can do that. So I made people make sure they called me that. And then it's like I kind of earned the title with different fly shit I was doing. Me and my crew, By Nation, we was going in. So I was known as RATH. We all had our tag names that we created. You know what I'm saying? I'm self-made.
That's dope. So RATH is also like rather all than nothing.
Yeah, it's
right?
It's an acronym. Rather all than half. Like never settle for less.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was just about to ask you, like, tell me like about, because that's a brand too, right?
Yeah, it's a concept that I discovered back then, because we was on campus, and we would go to the cafeteria, take turkey burgers back to the dorm and shit. We was like, yo, why we living like this? We gotta do something. We gotta make some money. Why we settling for the short end of the stick? Right. So he's like, you know what? Let's sell some T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Let's sell some CDs. Let's make some money. Let's get what we wanted. So we started doing everything we could. That included hosting parties and just becoming known for cool shit. Like, if you want something, go make it happen. Like, don't wait for this degree to be the person you want to be.
Right. Drop the motherfucking juice. Exactly. So you being Nigerian, Portuguese, and Native American, and also being from Brooklyn, that is like a deep mix, deeply rooted mix. So tell me, like, how has that like influenced you as a person, your music?
Well, growing up, I feel like I had to get over that, what am I, that self-identity search, you know what I mean? Because I would always hear like, yo, you black, you know what I mean? Or everybody want to be Native American, you're not Native American. And then, I would have this little issue with the front of my hair would stand up straight and the rest of it would be nappy. And so I'm just like, yo, what am I then? And then, I found out what my father's lineage was, and then I read the history books in elementary, and I'm like, yo, that just means I'm a slave trade baby. I can't fight it. I can't say like, oh nah, and run away from who I am my whole life. Like, that just gonna make me look at other races like, yo, okay, I understand the black side. I understand the Portuguese side. Also I'm Native American, so I never really left anywhere, you know what I mean? Even if my ancestors came from Africa, they mingled with my ancestors that were here and the ones who brought them here from Portugal. So when I go out into the world, I find that way to communicate with people without having that issue of, oh, I'm from the hood and I'm black, because I still got black power. I love that. But I also understand that there's different concepts based off of where a person's culture comes from.
That's peace. That's cool. You like to travel.
I love it.
You love it. So like, telling people like, where have you been thus far? Like, how has the experiences been? And like, why do you love it so much?
My father taught me that travel was the greatest form of education that we could have. If I went to public school 282 or 9 or 316 or whatever, and I got A's all day, I'm still going to be encapsulated by what I've learned in that school. I don't get to use that experience anywhere else besides my neighborhoods. So he will put us in a car and drive us to Georgia, drive us to Florida, drive us to Virginia and visit people and just stay in a hotel or go find some family. Say like, yo, go see how these people differ from people in Brooklyn. See what it's like. And then he took us on a cruise. We went to the Caribbean. I thought that was the greatest thing in the world. I didn't know you could take a boat to another country. You know what I mean? But I heard about it. You know what I mean? Because of trade, of what I learned about in school. But I didn't know that people could do it for vacation. So he opened the door for me. And then later on in life, I took a study abroad trip to Spain in high school, and I was just like, wow, I could fly, feed you. I was like, I didn't know it was like that. I'd always heard like bad things, right? The small seats and all that, but nah, they give you plates of food, unlimited, whatever you want, going international. So then my whole life, I'm just like, I gotta travel. That's what it's about. I gotta go learn something. And then I always felt like parts of me have been out in the world because my interest, my vibration has been calling this earth from different places. So I'm like, let me go out there and find it. So eventually I ended up going to Mexico, Peru, Canada, Tokyo, Thailand.
I want to go to Thailand, man. I want to go.
In various parts of North America, like just all over, especially like LA, New Orleans, Florida, Jacksonville, Portland, Oregon. Like I just love it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I would take a flight just because I want to see what's in that city. I don't know if the people sound different. I don't know if they got different food or whatever. Right. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do that. And I've learned that it's really different everywhere. So I started realizing that block to block within the city is different. And I didn't know that. I'm like, all right, everybody in Brooklyn gonna be the same. And then I was like, nah, people in Harlem different from Brooklyn. And I started to notice that shit. And I was like, all right, cool. That's peace. I could deal with that. So good.
Do you have like any favorite places? Like
Tokyo is definitely my favorite place because everything is so clean and orderly. Like the people dress fashionable 24/7 because they have that militant school lifestyle. You know what I mean? They wore uniform from all the way up until high school. You know what I mean? It was clean and it was just like, okay, I like that. And you know what I mean? That's kind of what influenced my fashion. Why I decided to change RATH brand from a travel brand into a fashion brand because my father made us wear gold and green every day from the day we was born until I guess I was like 13. So now I'm wearing all these custom made gold and green. I'm Afro this, Afro that. I'm like, yo, I want to buy me some jeans. I want to fit it. And I started messing around with different fashion styles. And I'm just like, yo, this shit is tight. You know what I mean? I just got that appreciation. But Tokyo really sets the bar for that love of fashion for me.
Where I want to visit Tokyo.
You could do it.
One day, yeah, I could do it. Yeah, full fact. Right. You're so inspiring.
I swear to God, if you want to make that a plan, we could talk about how to make a savings plan for that trip, where to go on that trip.
Because you are also a consultant.
Right, that's what I do as well.
Cause you do everything.
And because it don't make, that's what I'm saying, rather all than half.
Right.
It don't make no sense, because in school I was like, all right, we'll make that 6-figure. Then I was like, what I'm going to do though? What's going to be my one career? What I'm going to focus on? And I was like, I'm going to be an astronaut. But then I was like, yo, I like writing poetry though. So you can't make money writing poetry. And then I started looking at rappers and I was like, yeah, you can. Then I started skateboarding. I was like, you can't make money skateboarding. Started looking at P-Rod and Nigel Hoots and I was like, yeah, yes you can. Like you can make money. You can make a living doing anything. Why not do it all? Do everything that's on your list. So I just check everything off my bucket list. And along the way, I'm able to save. I'm able to experience and just love it.
So you have these 2 songs, Bar and 40 Caps.
Yeah.
So in bars, you spent hella bars in that. That's number
bars.
1. But like I caught a little note up in there where you was like, you said something about being vegan. Are you vegan?
So I was raised vegetarian.
Okay.
My mom was vegetarian when I was born. So we ate fish, no cheese, none of that. But then she changed her diet to vegan. So she made me change her diet. That's who was feeding me, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up trying it. But then when I went to when I got to college, I was like, let me try some chicken. You know what I'm saying? And that changed my life. I started eating turkey burgers. I went to McDonald's, they had the cheeseburger. You know what I mean? So I wasn't vegan, vegetarian my whole life, but I realized that every time I start to feel depressed, I start to feel uncontrollable when it comes to my thoughts and my emotions, my diet is consistent with that of a carnivore. So I always jump back to a plant-based diet, and I realize I always feel great. Yeah. So I'm often, like, that's my goal. So in bars, more so, rather than what's exactly happening right now, I'm spitting my goals as well.
Yeah, you was.
I want vegan in a Porsche.
Yeah.
Premium from the exhaust can drive that beauty through a storm. Like, that's the vision I saw.
The cover art for both those songs, you have a skateboard like in the middle of the fort. Did you like?
I drew that.
Yo, so like, what inspired that? I mean, I know you love skateboard. That's number one. But why did you decide to put the skateboard like right there in the middle of the forehead?
Because that's my focus is I wanna skate and I wanna have fun. I don't want it to be controlled by money. I don't want it to be controlled by traveling. I don't want it to be controlled by looking cool. I just want it to be good vibes only. So I drew the skateboard and surrounded it by all the good colors. So when you see that color, it presents a vibration in a person's mind. And that's what was on me.
But because the colors are very vibrant too. So that makes complete sense.
It's just loving. I love it.
Yeah, so being a skateboarder, loving skateboarding, like, do you feel it's a hobby, a lifestyle, or a sport? Like,
it's a lifestyle.
It
could be a sport if that's how you use it. It could be a hobby if just like, hey, let me pick it. Oh, I got a skateboard. You pick it. I'm gonna ride it. But it's a lifestyle.
That's dope. So what inspires you to keep going? Like, to be a spoken word artist, to be a traveling consultant, to be a dope director, to just uplift people. Like, what is that? Where is that spot? Or what inspires you to like keep going?
I noticed when I was younger that I could feel, people when I'm around them. Like, instead of me just witnessing them feel emotions, I would be like, oh, my skin would be shaking, and I'll be feeling what's going on. So in situations where somebody's being yelled at on the bus, or somebody's being punched at school, I'm standing up for this person because I can feel how disgusting that is. It just doesn't feel right. So I would have to do something about it. And then I realized that this must be going on all around the world. So if I could travel and get out there, I could spread this. I could stand up for people, and I could spread this justice everywhere I go.
Right.
So same thing when I write my music, there's people that I have to reach in my music because I've lived a certain life where I'm not a saint. You know what I mean? But I know that these people sometimes are trapped.
Right.
So I'm rhyming and I mention pistols, or I mention narcotic transactions, because those are people who I gotta get them to listen. And then once they get hooked in, I can give them the routes to really find themselves, really find their success that they're looking for without the things that's tearing them apart. And that future, that vision is what's driving me.
That's dope. So do you have any projects coming up, any shows, events? Like, what are you working on?
I'm working on, I started to invest internationally with musicians. So I got one artist named Jeno Banks. Shout out to Jeno and the whole London crew. My son is lit. He got about five tracks on SoundCloud right now that are tough. It's Jeno, J-N-O Banks. And he's like, yo, RATH, man, we gotta link up. We gotta make some music. Your bars is fire. And I was like, yeah, no doubt. Let's make something for the ladies. Let's make something where we talk about how we feel on a track, because we can't really say it in real life because it just never works that way. You know what I mean? Because he was rapping but decided to sing, and I'm going to keep rapping. So he was like, yo, let's combine that. Let's combine those ideas. So that's my latest in the works. And then plus, every artist know we got like 4 to 5 tracks that just ain't released yet. That's made already.
Facts.
Sometimes more. So I'm sitting on a few tracks like Luigi's Mansion that I made with Mayel. We got Pancakes. Pancakes is a fun track because I'm talking about whipping pancakes and traveling, and I'm talking about going out to the. I love pancakes, but it's more so about the topic of, if I meet a lady, you know what I mean, and I might go out tonight with her, have some gelato or something, but in the morning we're gonna be having pancakes and eggs, and we made it to that morning because we had such a good night together. So that's the whole concept of pancakes. Tons of projects in the work.
That's dope. Yo, y'all gotta follow him. Check out his music. Check out everything he's doing. Rather all than half. pushing, motivating, inspiring, traveling, loving the joyous of life, living.
Word. Follow him at Rathington on Instagram. That's RATHINGTON. Or you can go to rathbrand.weebly, RATHBRAND.WEEBLY.com for all your travel expectations, everything. I handle that.
Yes. Tune in.
Heavy metal.
Here we are.
Straight boss. Rhyme about money, ladies, how to make money, rhyming, dollars, and shit that makes sense, feel me? Red rags and blue bandanas, finger stacking. That's your bag, that's my bag now. What happened, Captain? All is dank in my flow, rapper Dutch around it. I made this cash in one show cause my flow's astounding. I got thoughts and boppers, wanna get a nut about me. Cutting checks to get some neck, nah, you all poppy. I never paid for ass before, money ain't gon' start me. It's always money over hoes, I learned it from a pappy. Pimpin', it's in the mind, it's never in the wallet. I front hand a trick.